Hello and welcome to Bride's Book and Film. In my recent bid to expand my horizons and read things that I wouldn't ordinarily read, my wife lent me the book. It's one of her books, Mrs. Grill's, and it's a Patricia Cornwell book called Postmortem. And in this, it's actually really good. It's actually a really good story, a good novel. I'm not sure if it's part of a series. It says on the back, introducing Dr Kay Scarpetta, who is the main person in the story. Let me just check my notes. So, Kay Scarpetta is the chief medical examiner. So she's the top end medical examiner for the state that she lives in, which I believe is West Virginia. I could well be wrong. Of course, of my extensive notes, that's not what I've written down. And Dr. Scarpetta works in close association with Pete Marino, who's a homicide detective. He's portrayed as being streetwise, hard-working, a proper old-fashioned gumshoe detective. Leans on his snout, and he's got his informants, and he's got his snouts, and he's got his sources, and he leans on them and gets the results. He's portrayed as being a good, hard-working, honest, straight-up detective. There's various other people along the politics side of things, because there's a serial killer in town, but it's a bit of a strange serial killer, because in amongst the white female victims is a black female victim, and they're not sure if that was a mistake, a case of mistaken identity. The serial killer has snuck in the dark and not realised that the housemate is away and he's killing the wrong person. So that throws in a complication. There's also leaks coming from somewhere, which is why Dr. Scarpetta is getting leaned upon by the higher ups. It's a really good story. Yes, it's not the book I wouldn't ordinarily read, and I wouldn't ordinarily pick up. But I must say that Postmortem by Patricia Cornwell, it was actually quite a surprisingly entertaining story. I've been trying to, instead of, picking up a book that's got a helicopter on the helicopter gunship, blowing something up, I've tried to step out of my own sort of literary comfort zone, if you like. I'm going to give this a 3 coffee cup rating. Because it's a good story and it's lots of suspense. There's a few twists and turns along the way, which I won't spoil for you, because if it means that much, you can buy it yourself, and I do recommend buying it yourself. 3 coffee cup rating. It feels for me at the end a little bit rushed. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, I don't know, but as I read it, I got to the end, and I thought, I don't know, we've sort of gone from A to C, or A to D. We've gone A, B, we've missed out C, and we've gone straight to the end, and we're hot-footing it to the end. Maybe that's just my own personal interpretation. I'm not a writer. I can't criticise Patricia Cornwell in the least. It's not for me to criticise or anything, but that's my own personal interpretation. It felt a little bit rushed at the end, but there are plenty of twists and turns. There's a few moments she's going out with Dr. Scarpetta is going out with a fellow called Bill Bolts, who's one of these sort of higher ups that she's got to try and, in a professional capacity, she's got to try and fend him off, because the commissioner wants to, give me another 48 hours, chief, that's all I ask, before the DA takes my badge, all that sort of thing. So Dr. Scarpetta is trying to fend off the higher ups because it's becoming political, because the police are not catching this serial killer, because there's leaks. Where are the leaks coming from? You know, it's a good yarn. It's a good story. A solid 3 coffee cups, I might add. Yeah, give it a read. Patricia Cornwell, Postmortem, a really good story. You know, like I say, there's Kay Scarpetta, the chief medical examiner, and Pete Marino, the homicide detective, the policeman. She's also got a niece that's living with her as well, called Lucy, who is 10 or 11, something like that. She's staying with her. She's got a little niece with her who helps with sort of like the computer side of things, because Dr Scarpetta is not very clued up with the whole PC modem thing. So her niece Lucy, her sister's daughter, is staying, and she helps her out a bit with that. So yeah, so good story. Give it a watch. You won't be disappointed, I don't think. I wasn't. I've got to put that back on the bookshelf now, of course, and have a look through Mrs. Grills's other books as a way of expanding my mind a bit. So yeah, I suggest you do the same. Read a book you wouldn't ordinarily read, pick something up and give it a go. So yeah, that's been my, I suppose, rather short analysis of Postmortem by Patricia Cornwell, because I don't want to spoil it, I don't want to ruin it. If you've already read it and you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a comment. If you've read it and you didn't enjoy it, then feel free to leave a comment. If you couldn't care either way, then do what you want to do, really. So, but there it is. So yeah, pick up a book you wouldn't ordinarily read, expand your mind a bit. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.